The 5 a.m. advantage. Why winners start before the world wakes up. Introduction. Your life starts now. You picked up this book for a reason. Maybe you're tired of feeling stuck. Maybe you're frustrated with your lack of progress. Maybe you're ready to finally do something about it. Good. You should be frustrated. You should be ready for change. That frustration is fuel. That readiness is energy. That dissatisfaction is the spark that lights the fire of transformation. This book isn't about wishing. This book isn't about dreaming. This book isn't about hoping things will magically get better. This book is about action, real action, daily action, the kind of action that transforms lives. The 5 a.m. advantage isn't a cute morning routine. It's not a productivity hack. It's not a life hack. It's a life changer. It's the difference between people who achieve their dreams and people who just dream about achieving them. You have a choice right now. You can read this book like entertainment, nod your head at the good ideas, feel inspired for a few days, then go back to your old ways. That's what most people do. That's why most people stay stuck. Or you can read this book like your life depends on it. You can take every word seriously. You can commit to the process completely. You can decide that your comfort zone is now your growth zone. You can choose to join the small group of people who actually change their lives instead of just talking about changing them. Which person are you going to be? Your future is waiting for your answer. Your dreams are waiting for your decision. Your potential is waiting for your commitment. The time for waiting is over. Your life starts now. Chapter 1. While you sleep, they win. Listen to me. Right now, while you're reading this, someone is getting ahead of you. While you hit snooze tomorrow morning, someone else will be up, working, building, creating, winning. You want to know the difference between winners and everyone else? Winners don't negotiate with their alarm clock. They don't make deals with themselves. They don't say, just 5 more minutes. They get up. Period. End of discussion. What are you doing at 5 a.m.? Don't lie to yourself. You're sleeping. You're warm and comfortable in your bed while your competition is already moving, already working, already building the life you say you want. This is not about luck. This is not about talent. This is about discipline. This is about doing what successful people do. This is about understanding one simple truth. The early hours belong to winners. You think I'm being too direct? Good. You need directness. You've been comfortable long enough. You've made enough excuses. You've wasted enough mornings. It's time to face reality. The reality is this. Successful people don't sleep until 7 a.m. They don't roll out of bed at 8 a.m. They don't start their day when everyone else starts their day. They start earlier. They start when the world is quiet. They start when they can focus. They start when they can win. What could you accomplish with 2 hours of complete silence every morning? 2 hours where no one needs anything from you. 2 hours where your phone isn't buzzing. 2 hours where you can work on what actually matters. 2 hours that could change your entire life. But you'll never know because you choose sleep over success. You choose comfort over growth. You choose the warm bed over the reality of what it takes to win. Here's what those 2 hours look like when you add them up. 2 hours a day equals 14 hours a week. That's 60 hours a month. That's 720 hours a year. That's almost a full month of extra productive time that you're missing every single year. A full month. Think about that. What could you build in a month? What could you create? What could you learn? What dreams could you make real? You'll never know because you keep choosing sleep. Stop telling yourself you're not a morning person. That's a story you tell yourself to avoid doing difficult things. Nobody is born loving 5 a.m. Winners just understand that love has nothing to do with it. They get up anyway. You say you want success. You say you want to change your life. You say you want to build something great. But when the alarm rings at 5 a.m., what do? You hit snooze. You roll over. You choose comfort. Your actions prove what you really want. And right now, your actions prove you want sleep more than success. You want comfort more than growth. You want to stay exactly where you are. But I don't think that's true. I think you want more. I think you're tired of being average. I think you're ready to stop making excuses and start making progress. I think you're ready to join the winners who use the early hours to build their dreams. The question is simple. Are you willing to get uncomfortable for 2 hours to change your entire life? Are you willing to leave the warm bed to build a better future? Are you willing to do what winners do? Tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., your alarm will ring. This is your moment of truth. This is where you prove what you really want. This is where you stop talking and start doing. What will you choose? The same comfortable sleep that keeps you stuck, or the uncomfortable action that sets you free? Choose wisely. Your future is watching. Chapter 2. Your brain at 5 a.m. is a weapon. Your brain is a weapon at 5 a.m. A sharp, focused, unstoppable weapon. But you never use this weapon because you're too busy sleeping. Science doesn't lie. Your brain works differently in the early morning hours. Your focus is sharper. Your willpower is stronger. Your creativity is higher. This isn't opinion. This is fact. And winners use this fact to dominate their day. When you wake up, your mind is clean. It hasn't been polluted by problems yet. It hasn't been stressed by traffic or work drama or social media. It's fresh. It's ready. It's operating at peak performance. This is called your cognitive prime time. It's when your brain can focus longest. It's when you can solve problems fastest. It's when you can create your best work, and you're sleeping through it. What a waste. What a terrible, expensive waste of your most valuable resource. Think about how your brain feels at 8 p.m. after a long day. Tired, scattered, unable to focus on anything important. You can barely make simple decisions. You certainly can't do your best work. This is why "I'll work on it tonight" never happens. This is why your evening goals always fail. But at 5 a.m., your brain is a machine. It's ready to work. It's ready to focus. It's ready to solve problems. It's ready to build something amazing. Why would you waste this gift? Here's another scientific fact that will change how you think about mornings. Your willpower is finite. You only have so much of it each day. Every decision you make, every temptation you resist, every difficult choice you face uses up your willpower. By evening, your willpower tank is empty. This is why you eat junk food at night. This is why you skip the gym after work. This is why you watch TV instead of working on your goals. You have no willpower left. But in the morning, your willpower tank is full, it's overflowing, it's ready to help you make difficult choices. It's ready to help you do challenging things. It's ready to help you act like a winner. Do you see the pattern? Everything about you is better in the morning. Your focus is sharper, your willpower is stronger, your energy is higher, your creativity is flowing. You are operating at your absolute peak. So why are you giving these peak hours to sleep? Why are you wasting your best self on nothing? Why are you giving your leftover tired hours to your dreams? This is backwards thinking. This is average thinking. This is why most people never achieve their goals. Winners think differently. They give their best hours to their biggest goals. They use their peak mental state for their peak priorities. They work on what matters most when they're at their best. This is how you change everything. You take your most important goal and you attack it at 5 a.m. When your brain is sharp, when your willpower is strong, when your focus is laser-like. You do this every single day without fail. What happens when you do this? Magic happens. Real, measurable magic. You start making serious progress on what matters most. You start building unstoppable momentum. You start seeing results that amaze you. And once you win the morning, you win the entire day. You feel stronger. You work better. You make better decisions. You handle stress better. Everything improves because you started like a champion. This is the real power of the 5 a.m. advantage. It's not just about getting up early, it's about using your peak performance hours for peak performance work. It's about being smart with your most valuable resource, your mental energy. Your brain is the most powerful tool you own, but it's only powerful when it's fresh. It's only effective when it's focused. It's only unstoppable when you use it at the right time. That time is 5 a.m. That time is now. That time is when winners separate themselves from everyone else. Are you ready to unleash your peak performance brain? Are you ready to use your cognitive prime time for something that actually matters? Are you ready to stop wasting your most powerful hours? Your brain is waiting. Your potential is waiting. Your future is waiting. Stop sleeping through your advantage. Chapter 3. Your excuses are keeping you stuck. I'm not a morning person. Stop. Right there. This is your story, and it's keeping you stuck exactly where you are. Who told you that you're not a morning person? When did you take a scientific test that proved your DNA is programmed for sleeping late? When did a doctor examine you and declare that early mornings are impossible for you? Never. This happened never. You made this up. You decided this about yourself because it's easier than doing difficult things. It's easier than changing. It's easier than growing. Here's the truth. Nobody is born a morning person or a night person. We become what we practice. If you stay up until midnight watching Netflix, of course you'll be tired at 5 a.m. If you eat sugar all evening, of course you'll have no energy in the morning. If you live without discipline, of course you'll feel tired. But what if you changed your evening habits? What if you went to bed at 9 p.m. instead of staying up late doing nothing important? What if you prepared your body and mind for success instead of sabotaging them? Everything would change. Everything. Your next excuse, I need 8 hours of sleep. Fine, perfect. Go to bed at 9 p.m. and wake up at 5 a.m. That's 8 full hours. Math doesn't lie. You don't need to sleep less, you just need to sleep smarter. But you won't do this because you don't really want 8 hours of sleep. You want 8 hours of sleep and 3 hours of wasting time in the evening. You want to have your cake and eat it too. You want success without sacrifice. That's not how winning works. That's not how life works. Everything costs something. The question is, what are you willing to pay? I tried it once and it didn't work. Once? You tried getting up early once and you expect it to transform your life. Do you think champions quit after one difficult game? Do you think successful entrepreneurs give up after one challenging day? You don't master anything in one attempt. You don't build habits overnight. You don't rewire your brain in 24 hours. Success takes time. Growth takes practice. Change takes commitment. Most people need 2 to 3 weeks to adjust to a new sleep schedule. Your body needs time to adapt. Your brain needs time to form new neural pathways. Give yourself this time. Give yourself this chance. But here's your real problem. Your excuses aren't protecting you. They're limiting you. Every excuse you make is a choice to stay exactly where you are. Every excuse you believe is a wall between you and the life you really want. Your excuses are keeping you stuck. Not just financially stuck, but stuck in every way that matters. Stuck in dreams, stuck in potential, stuck in progress, stuck in hope. Deep down, you know this. You know your excuses aren't real reasons. They're just fear wearing a disguise. You're afraid of failing. You're afraid of succeeding. You're afraid of finding out what you're really capable of. But fear is normal. Everyone has fear. The difference is that winners feel fear and act anyway. They feel scared and get up anyway. They feel uncertain and start anyway. They use fear as fuel instead of letting fear use them as an excuse. What's the worst thing that could happen if you got up at 5 a.m. every day for a month? You'd be tired for a few days. You'd have to change your evening routine. You'd have to give up some meaningless TV shows. Compare that to the best thing that could happen. You could make serious progress on your biggest goal. You could build unstoppable momentum. You could prove to yourself that you can do difficult things. You could join the small group of people who win before the world wakes up. The worst-case scenario is temporary discomfort. The best-case scenario is a completely transformed life. Yet you choose the excuses. You choose to stay stuck. You choose to keep explaining why you can't instead of proving that you can. Your excuses end now, today, this moment. You are capable of more than your excuses allow. You are stronger than your fears suggest. You are braver than you know. But you'll never discover this until you stop making excuses and start making changes. You'll never know your true potential until you stop protecting your comfort zone and start attacking your goals. Tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., your alarm will ring. What will you choose? Another excuse that keeps you exactly where you are, or your step toward the life you know you deserve? Choose courage, choose growth, choose to stop explaining why you can't and start proving that you can. Your future is waiting. Stop making it wait. Chapter 4. The Battle Plan for Victory. You're up at 5 a.m. Congratulations, you've already beaten most people, but don't celebrate yet. Getting up is just the beginning. What you do next separates the real winners from the people who just get up early and waste the time. Winners have a plan. They don't stumble around wondering what to do. They don't check their phone. They don't make coffee and sit around feeling proud of themselves for getting up. They hit the ground running because they prepared the night before. Here's your battle plan. Follow it exactly. No modifications. No, but I think it would be better if... Just follow the plan. Move your body immediately. Not in 5 minutes. Not after you check your phone. Immediately. Do 20 jumping jacks. Do 10 push-ups. Walk around your house. Get your blood flowing. Wake up your muscles. Tell your body it's time to work. Why? Because your body has been still for 8 hours. Your blood has been moving slowly. Your muscles have been relaxed. You need to activate everything. You need to shift from sleep mode to work mode. You need to prove to yourself that you're serious about this. Feed your mind with fuel, not poison. Read something positive. Listen to something inspiring. Review your goals. Study someone who has what you want. Fill your brain with thoughts that make you stronger, not weaker. Your mind is like a computer. Whatever you input determines what you output. If you start your day with negative news and social media drama, that's what you'll produce all day. If you start with inspiring ideas and success stories, that's what you'll create instead. Choose wisely. Your morning input controls your daily output. Attack your number one priority like your life depends on it. Not your second priority. Not your third priority. Your absolute most important goal. The thing that matters more than anything else in your life right now. Work on this for exactly 1 hour. One focused, undistracted, phone-free hour of pure concentration on your biggest dream. No excuses, no distractions, no just checking email quickly. 1 hour of championship-level focus. Why only 1 hour? Because 1 hour of focused work is worth 5 hours of distracted work. 1 hour when your brain is fresh beats 10 hours when your brain is tired. 1 hour at 5 a.m. accomplishes more than most people accomplish in an entire day. 1 hour a day equals 7 hours a week on your most important goal. That's 365 hours a year of focused work on what matters most. Most people don't spend 365 hours in their entire lifetime working on their dreams. You'll do it every single year. Plan your day like a general plans a battle. Look at your schedule. Decide what must be done today. Choose your battles. Set your priorities. Don't let the day happen to you. Make the day work for you. This planning time is crucial. When you start your day with clear intentions, everything falls into place. When you know what you're trying to accomplish, you make better decisions. When you have priorities, you waste less time on things that don't matter. Write down your 3 most important tasks for the day. Not 10 tasks, not 5 tasks. 3. Focus creates power. Power creates results. Prepare mentally for the challenges that will come. Problems will try to stress you. Emergencies will try to derail you. Distractions will try to pull you off course, but you'll be ready because you've already won the morning. When you start strong, you stay strong. When you begin with discipline, you continue with discipline. When you wake up like a champion, you act like a champion all day long. But listen carefully, you don't have to do all of this perfectly on day 1. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Start simple. Start with just getting up at 5 a.m. and staying up for 2 hours. Don't worry about the perfect routine yet. Just build the habit of early rising. Once that habit is solid, then add the other pieces one at a time. Add movement, add positive input, add focused work time, add planning. Build your morning routine like you build a house, one strong piece at a time. The goal isn't to impress anyone. The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to show up consistently. The goal is to prove to yourself that you can do difficult things. The goal is to use your best hours for your best goals. Most people use their best hours for other priorities. They give their peak mental energy to their job, their problems, their distractions. They save their tired, leftover hours for their dreams. This is backwards. This is why they never achieve their dreams. You're going to do the opposite. You're going to give your best hours to your biggest goals. You're going to use your peak performance time for peak performance work. You're going to win before the world even wakes up. Your 5 a.m. advantage is waiting. Your battle plan is ready. Your future is depending on what you do tomorrow morning. Set the alarm. Make the commitment. Follow the plan. It's time to stop sleeping through your potential and start building your empire. Chapter 5. The night before determines everything. You think winning at 5 a.m. starts when your alarm goes off? Wrong. Winning at 5 a.m. starts the night before. It starts with how you prepare for battle. It starts with the choices you make at 9 p.m., not 5 a.m. Most people sabotage their mornings before they even go to sleep. They stay up late watching meaningless TV shows. They eat sugar before bed. They scroll through their phones until midnight. Then they wonder why 5 a.m. feels impossible. You want to know why you can't get up early? Look at what you did last night. Look at what you're doing right now. Your evening routine determines your morning success. Period. Here's what unsuccessful people do at night. They collapse on the couch after work. They order takeout instead of cooking real food. They watch shows they don't even enjoy. They stay up late because they deserve to relax. They go to bed whenever they feel like it. Then their alarm rings at 5 a.m. and they can't figure out why they feel terrible. They blame their genetics. They blame their schedule. They blame everything except their own choices. Here's what winners do the night before. They plan their victory. They prepare their battlefield. They set themselves up to win before the battle even starts. Winners eat for energy, not for comfort. They don't stuff themselves with heavy food right before bed. They don't drink alcohol that ruins their sleep quality. They don't eat sugar that crashes their energy. They fuel their body for success, not failure. What you eat at night determines how you feel in the morning. Eat junk, feel sluggish. Eat clean, wake up energized. It's that simple. Winners prepare their environment for success. They lay out their workout clothes. They prepare their morning drink. They clear their workspace. They remove every excuse and every obstacle that could stop them from winning. You know what kills morning momentum? Having to make decisions when you're tired. Having to look for things when your brain isn't sharp yet. Having to overcome obstacles when your willpower is still waking up. Eliminate all of this the night before. Make your morning routine automatic. Make success the easiest choice. Winners control their inputs before bed. They don't watch violent movies that stress their minds. They don't read negative news that fills them with anxiety. They don't scroll through social media that makes them feel inadequate. Instead, they read something inspiring. They review their goals. They visualize their success. They fill their minds with thoughts that make them stronger, not weaker. Your last thoughts before sleep become your thoughts when you wake up. Choose them carefully. Winners go to bed at the same time every night. Not when they feel like it. Not when the show is over. Not when they've scrolled through enough social media. At the same time. Every night, without exception. Your body has an internal clock. When you mess with this clock by going to bed at different times, you mess with your ability to wake up strong. Consistency creates energy. Chaos creates exhaustion. If you want to wake up at 5 a.m., you must be in bed by 9 p.m., not 9:15, not 9:30, not just one more episode. 9 p.m. sharp. This is non-negotiable. But here's what you're thinking right now. 9 p.m. is too early. I'll miss out on things. I won't have time to relax. Listen carefully. You're not missing out on anything important by going to bed at 9 p.m. You're not missing life-changing opportunities. You're not missing crucial experiences. You're missing meaningless distractions that keep you average. What are you really giving up? Poor TV shows, social media scrolling, staying up late doing nothing productive? These aren't sacrifices, these are upgrades. You're trading meaningless evening entertainment for meaningful morning productivity. You're trading late-night distractions for early morning focus. You're trading average evening habits for champion morning results. This is the best trade you'll ever make. But you have to commit completely. You can't do this halfway. You can't go to bed early 3 nights a week and expect it to work. You can't prepare sometimes and wing it other times. Champions prepare every single night. Your evening routine is your morning insurance policy. It guarantees your success before success even starts. It eliminates the guesswork. It removes the struggle. It makes 5 a.m. automatic instead of difficult. Tonight, you have a choice. You can do what you've always done and get what you've always gotten. Or you can start preparing like a winner and start waking up like a champion. The battle for 5 a.m. success starts right now, tonight, with the choices you make in the next few hours. By day 14, it will start to cooperate. By day 21, it will be automatic. But you have to give it time. You have to push through the adaptation period. You have to survive the challenge week. On day 8, when you wake up at 5 a.m. and it feels slightly easier, you'll understand why you fought through the struggle. When you look at what you've accomplished in just 1 week of focused morning work, you'll know it was worth it. But you have to survive the challenge. Your alarm will ring tomorrow at 5 a.m. It will ring on the difficult days and the easy days. It will ring when you feel great and when you feel terrible. It will ring regardless of how you feel. The question is, will you answer? Will you prove that you're stronger than your excuses? Will you show that your dreams matter more than your comfort? Will you demonstrate that you have what it takes to join the 5 a.m. winners? The challenge is coming, but you're ready for it. Bring on the transformation. Chapter 7. The transformation begins. By day 30, you'll be a different person. Not just physically, though you'll have more energy than you've had in years. Not just mentally, though your focus will be sharper than ever. You'll be different at your core. You'll have proven something to yourself that can never be taken away. You'll have proven that you can do difficult things. You'll have proven that your word means something. You'll have proven that you're not just someone who talks about change, but someone who creates change. This transformation doesn't happen overnight. It happens day by day, choice by choice, morning by morning. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're building the new you. Every time you choose action over excuse, you're leaving behind the old you. After 30 days of 5 a.m. mornings, you'll start to notice things. Your energy levels will be more stable throughout the day. You won't need that afternoon crash anymore. You won't depend on caffeine to function. Your body will have learned to generate its own energy. Your productivity will multiply. Not just because you have more hours in the day, but because you're using your best hours for your most important work. One focused hour at 5 a.m. will accomplish more than 3 distracted hours later in the day. Your confidence will skyrocket. When you prove to yourself daily that you can do difficult things, everything else becomes easier. That presentation at work, easy. That challenging conversation, no problem. That difficult project, bring it on. You'll start to see obstacles differently. Instead of thinking, this is too difficult, you'll think, this is exactly what I need to grow. Instead of avoiding challenges, you'll seek them out. Instead of making excuses, you'll find solutions. But the biggest transformation will be in your relationship with yourself. You'll trust yourself more because you'll have evidence that you keep your commitments. You'll respect yourself more because you'll be living according to your values, not your feelings. You'll believe in yourself more because you'll have proof of what you're capable of. The people around you will notice the change too. They'll see your energy. They'll see your focus. They'll see your progress. Some will be inspired by your transformation. Some will be curious about your methods. Some will try to copy what you're doing. But here's what they won't understand. They'll think it's about waking up early. They'll think it's about the schedule. They'll think it's about the routine. They'll be wrong. The 5 a.m. advantage isn't about the time. It's about the mindset. It's about choosing growth over comfort every single day. It's about doing what you said you would do, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's about building an unbreakable relationship with yourself. The time could be 4 a.m. or 6 a.m. The specific hour doesn't matter. What matters is that you choose a challenging standard and then live up to it consistently. What matters is that you prove to yourself that your commitment means something. This is why some people can wake up at 5 a.m. for years and never change their lives. They get up early, but they don't embrace the mindset. They follow the routine, but they miss the lesson. They change their schedule, but they don't change themselves. Don't be one of those people. Understand that every morning is a choice between the person you were and the person you're becoming. Every alarm is a question. Will you choose comfort or will you choose growth? The answer you give doesn't just determine your morning. It determines your day. It determines your momentum. It determines your results. It determines your life. By day 30, when waking up at 5 a.m. feels natural instead of difficult, you'll understand something profound. You'll understand that you were never fighting the alarm clock. You were fighting yourself. You were fighting your own limitations. You were fighting your own limitations. You were fighting your own excuses. And you won. That victory will change everything. Because if you can win the battle against yourself at 5 a.m. every morning, there's no challenge in life you can't handle. There's no goal you can't achieve. There's no dream you can't make real. The 5 a.m. advantage isn't just about mornings. It's about becoming the type of person who does what they say they'll do when they say they'll do it, regardless of how they feel about it. That person can accomplish anything. That person can overcome any obstacle. That person can create any life they want. Are you ready to become that person? Your alarm will ring tomorrow at 5 a.m. Your transformation is waiting.